extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Fields on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 55 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They'll run with Dobbins. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. On second and goal, Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now Fields on third and goal. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Taken right around the 44. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Open man is Uzomah. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Fields. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. To throw is Fields. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah there to make the grab. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And the lead is down to 20. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the 1st quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the 1st quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Dobbins is in. Touchdown, Jets. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter.
Williams loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
What I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert has got it to Williams. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings, or for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. And
he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And he fires one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. From just shy of midfield. Fields. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. There's Chris Olave. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Fields throwing again. Olave holds it in. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Now Fields. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Fields. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. He's delivered a solid performance so far here in the 2nd quarter.
Everything has been good for him. And right now, if you're on defense, you don't want it to go to great. So you have to just change up coverages and looks on him all the time. Press coverage sometimes, back off and play some man, show some zone, double team him, make him really work for each and every catch.
He's hit the end zone once. Maybe there's more in the tank. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll go right back to Spiller here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert. And he's going to go down. Devin White coming in hard there on the blitz. And he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit. And let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
3rd and long. It's Herbert. He's got it. It's Spiller. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And this one too low. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They go back to the ground with Spiller. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Jets are going to get the football back. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now it's Fields. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. This one taken in by Olave. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down on is the punter, Colby Wadman. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Shifts by him. And yet again, an excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The New York set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Fields on 1st down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Wilson's got it complete. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mike Williams and his Charger offense getting set for the next series. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding deep.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On 1st down, Fields. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Gets by him at the 25. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Fields. Got an open man. It's Olave. Touchdown! Chris Olave. A 24-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Partner, remember that old film with Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route is going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Extra point by McPherson, but good. And the lead is up to 8. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Baron Browning in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Jets will take over. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Fields. Olave over the middle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's got some space here. And a very determined run here as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Now a first down throw. Fields. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
To throw is Fields. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. So not only is that his his third touchdown catch of the game. He's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
The last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
McPherson on for the point after. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Herbert on 1st down now. Throw right side, complete to Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 31, Herbert on the screen, complete to Spiller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here. As on Herbert, his 3rd interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. McPherson now for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. Again the juke. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And the Patriots have the lead in the final stages before halftime. It's Mac Jones with a touchdown pass there. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. The Texans looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Andy Dalton with 2 touchdown passes there. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these 2 teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half of this offense. And Garrett Wilson headed back out. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things, but take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season.
Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Right back to Spiller on second down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Herbert on third down now. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
They'll run here with Spiller. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A huge win defensively there on the sack, setting him back 12 yards. And now 3rd and goal.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Setting up the screen. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. He's got room past the 30. Zeke with a shake and bake. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort. I don't know if it's technique. But they'll have to work on that in practice.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year. 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off, their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade into 2020, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get to a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Fields throwing again. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Again, Herbert. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Taken in at the 22. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Well, once again, here comes Garrett Wilson in the Jets offense. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, it's Fields. Looking left sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Again, Fields throwing quickly to Wilson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Now it's Fields. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard.
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet. But you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Chargers getting set to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Hands this to Spiller to start things. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over this offense, and Garrett Wilson headed back out. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up, hoping to fool him occasionally. If not fool him, fool the quarterback, so maybe don't read the coverage correctly. Right now, they're in pretty good sync. Certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
On 1st down, Fields going right back to Wilson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing again is Fields. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Out of the gun, Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turned the ball over.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Herbert throwing again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Aaron Browning able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. Well, once again, here comes Garrett Wilson in the Jets offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3.
A shotgun snap, Fields. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. The 30. 10. 5. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutus will take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Being chased out left.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for